Good morning. I am with Tita Vil, Tita Vilma Alcantara, second daughter of Vivencio Alcantara and Esther Tempongco, here at her residence in 1254 Calixto Dico Street, Paco, Manila. And it's December 13, 2014. And I'd like to read a piece which she wrote specially for me for Christmas. And it's called The House in Pulong Mayaman, which is the house of Lolo Peping, Tempongco, and Lola Cadia. May I proceed? The House in Pulong Mayaman. The house of Lolo Peping and Lola Cadia, my maternal grandparents, was situated in Pennsylvania Street, Malachen, Manila, in an area called Pulong Mayaman. Not because the residents here were well-to-do or that they lived in mansions. My guess is that the reason for this special name arose from the fact that the kind of people who lived in this place knew how to be good neighbors. My grandparents' house was constructed on a lot probably less than 1,000 square meters. Somehow to a child everything looks big. The materials used for building a rustic-looking house consisted of strong, resistant planks of wood, wall boards, sliding doors, flooring materials, cement, tiles, adobe blocks, capiz shells for the windows, galvanized sheets, and also nipa material for the roof. The first floor of this spacious and comfortable house had 2 garages, 2 bedrooms which the 4 boys, Fernando, Carlos, Humberto, and Ernesto, occupied, and a lot of space for whatever use it might be needed some later date. The second floor had a big kitchen and annexed to it a bathroom and a separate comfort room. At the other end of the kitchen was the dining room, which was a large affair. To its right was one of 2 salas on this floor. Also beside the dining room at its other end was the bedroom of Antonio and Oscar. Lolo Peping had a pulley apparatus installed on one side of the sala, which he used for strengthening his arms for fencing. On the opposite side of this wall in the sala was a stand where he placed several canes and hats. He was very neat, tidy, and meticulous individual. A few feet from the side of the pulley was the door to the master bedroom of my grandparents. It also had a door leading to the kitchen. The front door of the house, which was a heavy wooden sliding door, was located near the master bedroom door. 2 flights of stairs led to the garden. The top flight was made of wood and the lower flight of tiles. From this section of the house, San Marcelino Street could be reached by a series of footpaths. Up to this day, I still wonder why the kitchen and dining room were constructed on the Pennsylvania side of the lot, while the 2 salas and the front door of the house were placed on the San Marcelino side. In addition to the first sala was a second sala. Against its wall was installed a big full-length mirror opposite the front door of the house. Both salas had their own sets of furniture. However, the second sala had a rocking chair for Lola Cadia's siesta time. Beside the window of the end portion of the sala, considered the coolest place in the entire house. Bringing up the other side of this end portion was the bedroom of Esther, Sarah, and Lydia. I can still remember how Tia Lydia would pinch me and my cousins on the arms whenever she caught us playing in this room. The garden of my grandparents was well tended and kept clean by Lola Cadia herself. She had several varieties of plants, some with flowers and others with ornamental leaves. She also had a cacao tree, a mabolo tree, which the neighborhood kids would climb sans her permission, a santol tree, and a guava tree. All trees already bore plenty of fruits. During school days, Linda and I would wait at the house of Lolo and Lola, which was a stone's throw from PWU, for Papa to fetch us around 12:30 p.m., sometimes bringing home a plate full of tasty food prepared by Lola. Vacation time would also be spent here the whole day, playing with our cousins, quarreling included. Sometimes Evelina and I would take a walk along the footpaths of Pulong Mayaman, San Marcelino Street, Remedios, San Andres, Singalong, Tennessee, Vermont, Colorado, Pennsylvania, and Taft Avenue. On one occasion, Evelina dared ring the doorbell of a pink mansion on Taft Avenue, so we were forced to run for dear life. When we looked back, we saw several people standing outside the gate of the mansion with arms akimbo. They must have gotten angry with Evelina's daring deed. Many years later, this mansion became the house of Freddy Araneta, and incidentally became a boyfriend of Victoria de la Paz for a short duration. Of all the beautiful, joyous, and worth remembering happenings that have taken place in my childhood, those of Christmas and New Year in Pennsylvania House are my choice. There were so many gifts to give and to receive, so many kinds of food and fruits on the dining table, as well as drinks and desserts. A lot of interesting stories being told by relatives, all kinds of sounds and noise from horns, bells, gongs, utensils, wooden spoons, and firecrackers to make the occasion indeed very memorable and merry. Thank you very much, Tita Vil, for doing this piece. And it's nice that you shared some of your memories with us about Pulong Mayaman. And today, just 12 days before Christmas, would you like to say a few words for some of our friends and relatives?
I hope that they have a very merry Christmas and prosperous New Year every year of their life. Maybe for 100 years. So
Okay.
very funny.
Thank you so much. And we all wish you Merry Christmas and a prosperous year.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Buoyant